The 11 things I'm sharing today are what I have found to be the common things that every stylish woman has. And no, it's not because they're shopping more or because they have more clothes. The first thing all stylish women have in common is that they know what their personal style is. They've asked themselves the questions to figure out what is their authentic style. They know the clothes that resonate with who they are, the silhouettes that they feel best in, the styles that they gravitate towards. They've taken time and put intention and awareness into figuring out what their unique personal style is. And then they've translated that into their wardrobes, into their clothes, into how they put outfits together, into the styling tweaks that they do. So knowing your personal style is probably one of the most important things that all stylish women have in common. And if you've watched my videos on figuring out what your personal style is, you've likely heard me say that most of us don't just fit into one personal style type. There are many, many personal style types. I focus on the 9 most common just to narrow it down, but taking the time and putting the intention to figure out what your personal style is one of the things that will make you feel stylish. The next thing all stylish women have in common is that they know what works for their bodies. So they know, do they have a longer torso, a shorter torso? Do they have longer legs, shorter legs? Do they have broader shoulders? Are they an hourglass, an apple? Are they some version of these? They know what their body shape is, and they have figured out the proportions and the silhouettes and the styling tweaks that work with their body type and that they're gonna feel the best in. The next thing all stylish women have in common is that they feel confident in their clothes. So it doesn't matter what they put on their bodies, it doesn't matter what someone else says or thinks, but it all comes from inside them. That's what's important. When you feel confident in what you're wearing, it's gonna make you show up differently, and then it's gonna have other people respond to that as well. And part of feeling confident does come back to knowing what your personal style is and also knowing what works for your body. Because once you have those in place, it's a lot easier to put outfits on that you know are gonna work for you, that you're gonna feel good in. Women who are stylish know what they like and they wear what they like. They know the silhouettes that they're drawn to. They know the colors, if they like solids over prints, if they like certain fabrics. They're not as afraid to try something or wear something, but because they feel confident, because they know their style and what works for them, then it's easy to wear what they love, no matter what other people might think or other people might say. So people that are stylish, that's what they pay attention to. They wear the things that they like, not because somebody else says they should or because it's what's on trend or they saw it on someone else, but they wear it because they like it. And women that are stylish focus less on trends and more on what they like. They are not really focused on what's the latest trend that's coming out, what should I be wearing, what should I not be wearing, what should I get rid of. They're really paying attention to what they like and what they feel good in and the clothes in their closets. I know I recently had someone ask me, oh, you're a stylist, what's the latest trends? To which I said, I actually don't really know. I don't pay attention that much to trends. I do like to get inspired as to what other people are wearing, but I'm not focusing as much on trends. I'm focusing more on my personal style than wearing something simply because it's a trend. Stylish women also know how to complete an outfit. They're not just wearing their clothes, they're styling their clothes. So I know sometimes people ask me, well, what does that mean? Sometimes styling your clothes means you're just adding a layer. Maybe it's a jacket, a cardigan, a blazer, a top layer to make the outfit feel more cohesive. It's also being intentional with your accessories, your jewelry, your shoes, your sunglasses, your bags, all these details. They're not just an afterthought of something you just grab and go out the door. Putting together an outfit is more intentional. You're thinking more about what are the things that will make this outfit feel complete and put together. If you're someone that likes wearing belts, maybe you're gonna wear a belt. If you're someone that does a half tuck, maybe you're gonna do a half tuck. It's all these details. That's how I want you to think of it, as details that complete an outfit and make it feel styled instead of just worn. Stylish women take care of their clothes. They don't just throw them on the floor or throw them in the hamper, or at least not all the time. They get them dry cleaned if they need dry cleaning. They use mesh bags in the laundry. They hang the clothes to dry. They really pay attention to their clothes, maintaining their shape, to the quality of the clothes, and to making sure that the clothes stay in the best condition possible. And part of taking care of your clothes is also steaming your clothes. So they take that extra step to steam the clothes that need it, to just make them feel just a little bit more elevated, a little bit more polished. It does really affect when you're putting the outfit on, how it feels, how it lays on the body, how you feel in it. And this is something that stylish women do. Stylish women know their brands, their go-to brands. What are the clothing brands that work for you, that fit your body well, that are mostly in the style that is authentic to you? These are the things to pay attention to. And when I start working with someone, a lot of times most women, they don't know the brands. And this is one of the reasons they get overwhelmed when they're shopping online or they're looking in store and trying to find pieces. They're just aimlessly looking at the amount of endless brands and clothing options that are out there without knowing the brands that actually will work for them. This is something that I want you to learn, what your go-to brands are. If you don't know, if this is something you haven't paid attention to, start paying attention. And the easiest way to do this is go to your own closet and see which brands you have that you have multiple items of. Maybe there's one or two or three brands that you have a lot of different things from. Pieces that work for you, that you feel great in, the quality's held up well, it feels like your style, they fit you well. What brands are those? That's how you start building your brand list. When I am shopping, whether it's online or in store, I am going to my brands, my go-to brands. I'm not allowing myself to be overwhelmed by the amount of choices out there, but I'm going to my few brands that I love, that I trust, that I have found worked for me. And this doesn't mean that I don't try new brands out, but I do have go-to brands that are kind of my base. And I do have a free brand guide that you can click on the link up above or down in the description box that shares budget and luxe options for the brands that are kind of some of my client go-tos. Shoes are not an afterthought. Shoes are not just something you throw on and go out the door in. Stylish women pay attention to their shoes. Now, it doesn't mean that they're in designer foreign heels every day, but they are more intentional with their shoes, and they know that shoes can really help pull an outfit together, or it can make an outfit feel a little bit off. So paying attention to the shoes that you're wearing with your outfits and making sure that they're not only comfortable so that you'll wear them, but that they also resonate with your style. Stylish women are wearing most of the clothes in their closet, and they know how to style pieces in their wardrobes. And it's not because they're shopping all the time or they're decluttering all the time, but again, they've taken more time and intention, and they've built more awareness around the pieces in their closet. The pieces they're bringing in, they want to make sure they reflect their style, that they work for their lifestyle, that they're pieces that they're going to love. So that once your wardrobe is a reflection of what you love, what works with your style, what works with your body, and what you feel the most confident in, it then becomes easier to put together outfits. And most stylish women have had a period in their lives where they had to practice putting together outfits. I know for myself, I wasn't someone that it came easy to me to put together outfits. I did always enjoy the creativity of style and clothes, and I did know the importance of just feeling good in your clothes. But putting outfits together was not something that came easy to me at all. And it wasn't until I figured out what I was missing in my closet, I figured out what my personal style was, and then I started practicing putting outfits together. It wasn't until I did that that it became easy and I felt good in my clothes. And stylish women, they get dressed every day. No matter if they're working from home and no matter if no one's going to see them or if they are going out into the world, but they get dressed for themselves. They know that getting dressed, having intention, is something that's actually going to make them feel good. It's going to make their day a little bit better. I've had lots of women that I've worked with that have told me this. When they have just stayed in their sweatpants, especially during when we went through the pandemic and they weren't getting dressed, it had a major effect on how they felt internally. Our clothes affect how we feel, whether you want to think that or not, whether you are wearing something where you're hiding in your clothes or whether you put clothes on and you want to feel great. For the majority of us, clothes are something that have an emotional impact, a mental impact. So if you're not getting dressed every day, then you're not showing up for yourself. So try to make it a practice, even if it's only 5 days a week and on the weekends you stay in loungewear. But see if that makes you feel any different, because most stylish women, they are getting up, they are getting dressed every day. Stylish women are more intentional with their style, with their wardrobes, and they pay attention to how they feel in different things. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope this gave you some new ways to think about your style and think about your wardrobe so that you too can feel confident and stylish in your clothes. So thanks for being here and thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week.